Hello there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Arkham Twin Days, for more of the Spidey lore, or the story and info for what I know so far, the amazing Spider-Man, which, well, you know, the movie and the movie license game, of course, if you want to know, so yeah, I get the point, so, Okay, so, as much as I want to do something, why not we start off with something that I know of so far, starting with the movie itself and the video game itself as well, okay? So, the combination between these two movies, the Amazing Spider-Man movie that, you know, that has Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. I'm emo Spider-Man. Oh no, my weakness, small knives. No, I'm too scared. I don't want to get hurt by small knives. Please, I'm so not afraid for the likes of small knives. Try harder, it isn't working. So yeah, that's how it is. I mean, and that's how it is. I mean, that's how it is from what was going on, if you want to know. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. So, the thing is, oh boy, it's not hunky-dory, but usually the movie itself is how it begins, if you know how did how did Peter Parker became like this? Of course, you know how it happens. He was bitten by, well, actually, he was still in high school as a teenager back in Long Island or Brooklyn, you know, or born out of Queens. And then you see Flash Thompson there. Of course, he's the big kid in school on campus because he's like, ooh, tough guy. Of course, it's like drama, teenage angst, and then, you know how it goes. And the thing is, ooh, comic-y. So, yeah, it's been a while since I played this game, and oh, what a fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. And no, I am not talking about it. So, The thing is, if you really want to know how in the heaven's name would, you know, so Peter Parker, you know, got beaten up by Flash Thompson, if you want to know, so, yeah, that's how it happened. Let's see how it goes to show you that once you beat up Flash Thompson, of course, because he's no match for like this, the nerdy typer goes into, well, what do you know? The old home of, the old getting my butt kicked by Flash Thompson, and he tells me to take the picture of the camera, and then Peter Parker says, put him down, Eugene! And, yeah. I didn't know his name is Eugene, of course, so just changing the time of the day. The day, okay, so going to nighttime. Nighttime! Overcast. Night! So, yeah. And, oh my. I know what it feels like getting beaten up at school. But, yeah, that's how it goes to show you. Of course, his Uncle Ben, he lives with his Uncle Ben. And Aunt May, of course, he doesn't realize that Peter's parents, his mom and dad, Richard and Mary Parker, were the government agents working in a top secret facility with Oscorp, in this amazing universe, if you want to know. So the amazing universe is where he works at, and the thing is, Richard Parker was trying to erase this secret type of formula off the chalkboard, even though I may be a big fan. Just because I'm a fan doesn't mean I'm not a purist, okay? A fan is still a fan. So there. So there we have it. So one thing is for certain, that Richard Parker erased the formula because he knew things are not going to be easy. Because he either stays with his family like his son Peter, or risk family injury because due to the officials of Oscorp are realizing that something's going on with the Parkers, Richard and Mary. Why were they running away? They care about their family's safety because they want to put family first and don't want to have them involved. And so they disappeared off from the face of the earth. And as you can see why and how. And the thing is, how will Peter Parker come to understand of what is going on here? Will he be able to comprehend? Will he be able to survive without his mom and dad? Of course, I mean, he has his Uncle Ben and Aunt May, of course. Not saying bad things. It's just the matter of fact that they work for secret government officials. In this game, however, usually, I mean, this the game itself explains a little the storyline of the Amazing Spider-Man of the movie license game explains a little bit more better than the movie story itself. Of course, it takes place after the movie storyline itself, because this storyline that took place after the lizard incident of Dr. Connors, which happened to be this game. The storyline of here, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if it's written by Dan Slott himself, of course, or maybe it's Peter David, I don't know. But I'm guessing it was really fantastic. So, yeah, that is just goes to show you that things don't go so well. Of course, like this game, this storyline of the Amazing Spider-Man movie license game is like well done. The second game, however, it's okay. It's not terrible, but it's not as good. But the swing and fighting mechanics were just a little more better than usual. So yep, it's pretty good. I'll give you that. So there is one thing you must know. Okay, now that Peter Parker is he wants to do something in his life. Of course, he wants to go well, he's kind of had this crush by the name of Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Universe. So yes, Gwen is his first love, or Gwen is Peter's first love. Okay, so yes, they were made for each other. Okay, so even though who are Gwen Stacy fans, I really respect you, because the others who are MJ Watson fans as well, look, I am not biased for those, because I'm not going to go with a war between MJ and Gwen Stacy, okay? That is never my intention to how to get to it. So yeah, it is just So yep.
Here we go.
So the one thing important matter is that since he is in love with Gwen Stacy, how will he get the girl the girl of his dreams? So she goes out with her very much. So yeah, and how I'm going to have to go with a nice quiet dinner date or lunch, and whichever works in high school. So yay! Now that the public service is over for these two, now that we get to know how is he going to get bitten by a spider. So, in the Amazing Spider-Man movie of the first game, of course he wanted to... Of course, Peter Parker, of course, he was trying to help Uncle Ben fixing the water of some sorts. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So, yeah, that is really going to happen, alright.
That looks like a good read.
It's just almost like you can imagine what things are never going to happen next, and things are going to become a possibility. He wants to enroll on an internship with Dr. Connors. So he's going to roll an internship with Dr. Connors, of course.
Should get a subscription.
And
I prefer solid ground and dry land.
okay, prescription. Oh, well, no, I mean, an internship for Dr. Connors. He knows that the internship is already full, so there's nothing he can do about it. What is he gonna do? He's gonna find a way to get himself in, whether that possibility is up to him or not. So he's going to enroll the intern by going as someone else. So he decides to go to the internship as Rodrigo Guevara. Even though he's not Rodrigo Guevara, and he did speak Spanish, which I kind of find it funny how Andrew Garfield spoke Spanish. Like, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool, and it was not racist, okay? It wasn't. Of course, when you try to say it kind of wrongly, you try to say it fluently, but not perfectly in Spanish. Like you try to say these words in French fluently, but you cannot say it perfectly, and they know, and something goes on with your game. So yeah, you better get used to it. So,
I've always been a reader.
So you have to imagine, so you got to think of something straight. Now that Peter Parker is in the internship and wants to see Gwen Stacy so much, of course, he's taking a good look at Oscorp. He's been fascinated by robotics and everything that goes on around here. So yay, with robotics and all that sorts of stuff and fun times and all that, he is going to enjoy the best day of his life. So I know he's trying to sneak around Oscorp and seeing the robotics of anything of what's going on. Of course, he's really smart if he tries to memorize the security code number from when he sees a guard without being watched or being seen. He has to be hidden like a ninja. So he uses the security code that this guy who works at Oscorp, who works at Oscorp very much, and then he's able to type it in. Then he sees a laboratory it's like a blue room, of course. I don't know why the room is blue, because my guess is okay. So, the blue room, full of genetic spiders. So, the genetic spiders are like completely white, and you see they're moving along the string, and then all of a sudden, something goes, I don't know, maybe something triggered, and then you see the spiders are falling on Peter Parker, and then he started to freak out, and then he tries to shake them off. Like, oh no, this isn't good. This is not good for me. Oh no. Oh no. So he decides to exit out of the room, out of the laboratory completely, or else things are gonna go bad. He had to hurry. He had to hurry so quick. Of course, Gwen Stacy wasn't too happy, and she wanted the badge that Peter Parker has, even though it says Rodrigo Guevara. So, yeah, he was in trouble. So he has to give up the badge. And then all of a sudden, so I'm guessing the movie producer or the producers or someone who's in charge decided to do a little bit differently in a Spider-Man movie. Of course, you see Peter Parker get bitten by a spider on the hand, so this time they decided that he's going to get bitten on the back by a spider in the back of his neck. And guess what? He got bitten by a spider on the back of his neck, and it pinches or hurts. And then he started to go home on a subway. And so yeah, he doesn't realize things are getting a little bit woozy, but he's starting to feel way better. So yes, so he's starting to get way better. I don't know why is he starting to get way better than what I thought he normally would. So pretty interesting.
Gotta do this again.
So when he noticed that there was this scene about where this man puts a beer bottle on top of his forehead, and he thinks since he's fallen asleep, he can actually do something for making a little bit of an entertainment thing. So why not? He'll do something fun for entertainment. So he put the beer bottle on top of Peter's head, and then all of a sudden you hear this sound of dripping cold water that's coming out of the cold bottle, and then he reacted, and then all of a sudden he freaked out like, what? And then he just jumped. What's up, Dragon Ape Macog? Friend of mine. On Xbox Live. I don't have the gold membership, okay, so I'm sorry. At least I don't. So, in other words, he started to have these specialized martial arts techniques of Kung Fu. So he's like the Bruce Lee with Bugs Bunny all in one. Of course, he doesn't do the high yells like Bruce Lee would. He kind of quietly comes doing just doing quiet yells on top of his head. So, hooray! He does the secret yells on the top of his head. And so, for that matter, since he is now quietly calm and cool and collected, of course, he's trying to release this woman's clothing. I don't know why he did that. It's just, this is just too creeped out. I don't know why, but it's a Spider-Man movie, of course. It was just not what I want to see. But at least he wasn't trying to be a criminal. He was trying to get the clothing off his fingers, okay? Because his fingers are like stickum powers. So yeah, he's got stickum powers. Very much indeed with the stickum powers. Things are not going to go so well with the super web-headed hero, of course.
Okay, give it to me.
How will you try to do this? Oh, man. I really wish that Peter Parker would learn how to control his powers, but then later on...
Wetter is not better.
But then later on, he is going to learn how to better himself. Of course, he still doesn't know why is he getting these powers, and all of a sudden he has this weird-looking feeling. It's called spider sense. He knows how to do this. And if things are not going to go so well, oh boy. He's kind of like freaked out from what he's sensing out there. He can sense anything that like future tense or some sort. He knows that his spider sense is like really strong. So really, really powerful, really strong. And hopefully he's going to try to learn how to better himself. And so he decided to go out for this little bit of a test or some sort. Of course, still kind of freaked out for what's going to happen, of course. I mean, you know, when he got home, he was so hungry, so he loved the meatloaf. And he enjoyed the meatloaf. And like, this stuff is so good. Dude, I love meatloaf. Happy day. So yeah, happy day. Oh my. Ta-da! So, oh my. And now he went to the school, back to his school, and usually, is he going to get even with Flash Thompson? Yes! He is going to get even with Flash Thompson, so he... Wonder if he wanted to try out in the basketball team, of course. If he was going to try out in the basketball team, he must learn how to use it as using something for some kind of test. And then he says, 1 second, and then because he grabbed the basketball like out of nowhere in the air, where this basketball was going to try to hit this high school girl. Of course, Flash Thompson, he's kind of a bully. He still doesn't know how to treat the ones who are, how do I say, not stronger than he is, because he starts like, even though he's on the high school basketball team. Of course, Peter Parker had to try the good old-fashioned playing the basketball tricks many times, and then he finally is able to beat Flash Thompson in his own game and does a slam dunk Michael Jordan style. And it was pretty cool, even though he broke the backboard glass, and it was funny, which I absolutely enjoyed it, which is pretty cool and amazing and awesome, and also he kind of papaya'd himself so well that Uncle Ben was called in because of course Peter Parker was not suspended, but he was giving community service. Because he didn't like Flash Thompson, because he wanted to get even with him. And so he got even, and then, even though that's kind of like, dude, are you sure you want to get even with Flash Thompson? So, yeah, he got even.
I'll take that.
Oh, my. So, in other words,
Always been a reader.
he does, now he knows what it feels like being bullied, but he's making sure he doesn't want to do that again. But it seems I do believe we are going to stop here for the time being. And don't worry, we are going to continue to pick up from where we left off. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me, what do you guys think of Arkham of Spider-Man, or, the amazing Spider-Man game, and not to mention the movie itself with Andrew Garfield, which is Emo Spidey. I have a girlfriend named Gwen Stacy. Oh no, my weakness, small knives! No! I'm too young to die! I'm so not afraid of small knives. Try harder, it's not working. So for anyways, or how do I say this? Oh yeah. And smash that like button if you like this video, or share it in your own wish or at your own disposal if you guys love Arkham Twin Days such as myself. So for anyways, this is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your sensational special being, and celebrating Autism Awareness Month for the entire month of April, wearing the colors red, yellow, and mostly blue. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember, always fight with honor, love, truth, and justice, and see you guys next time for more of Arkham Twin Days.